Good evening, parents. My name is Penny Valentine, and I am your student's eighth grade English language arts teacher. I have all four single classes this year, and one class of seventh grade double. So I'm just going to speak now about our eighth grade classes. I just want to let you know that at the top of the kids' Google Classroom is my little Bitmoji classroom that the seventh grade teachers have all made. So I'm keeping mine for both seventh and eighth grade. And it's just good to kind of have a spot for them to be able to email me. So there's an easy way to get me, which is right here. So it's pvalentine at boyertownasd.org. And you can, of course, access that as well through the website. And then also they just I update the little agenda for each week. I try to keep that going. Sometimes we have a little bit of a rollover and we have to kind of adjust the schedule, which I just do that in their Google Classroom, and I'll show you that in a minute. So seventh grade is here, and eighth grade, their list is here as well, seventh and eighth grade. And it's just listed, you can kind of see it in the Bitmoji classroom. In addition to that, I did put the link to the library here for the kids. And then also my little web page is in here somewhere. Where'd she go? There she is. Okay. So, and then on the web page, I just have some really basic information here. You can read about me on this little spot. There's some little biographical information here. And this is my second year back at seventh and eighth grade English over here at East. I was up at the high school. You can read about that. And then these are my kiddos. It's always nice, I think, to share a little bit of something about our kids. So I do have, my oldest is Audrey right here, and she is in med school, actually. And this is Emily. She goes to Drexel. She's in biomedical engineering. And this tall kiddo back here is Aiden, and he's a senior in high school at Blue Mountain High School, and he plays a lot of soccer. So we're hoping for big things for him. And of course, that's me a couple years ago. So I also explained the seventh grade curriculum here, the eighth grade curriculum here, and then I have a couple of pen points there. I would like to keep writing and kind of updating that as we kind of go through the school year, but I do have a story there. So feel free to look at that. All right, so that's all from the Bitmoji classroom that the kids can access on the top of the Google Classroom, which you can also access. So then let's just take eighth grade. We'll take one of the class periods. All the 4 class periods of eighth grade that I teach are set up the same way. So if we look at the top here, right, the classroom's there, the time period is there for them. And if we have to do a Zoom, like I'm going to do for you guys, I will have that posted, in the announcements for the kids if we go back virtual or whatever, like what we did last year. Also, just so that you know too, the kids' work is posted here of like things that are upcoming and things that are due. Okay, so that kind of updates naturally by itself, but also within classwork, this is where we kind of house everything and keep it going. The only thing that wasn't posted for you to kind of really look at was the goal sheet that the kids had to fill out, and that is a grade right now in Infinite Campus. So they had to create 3 goals, and they had to create steps for it and everything. There's a whole sheet on it. And my intention there is that, when you have a goal that's written down and you have your steps, you can and you see it often, you're more apt to actually accomplish that goal. And that goes right along with our social emotional learning, which I really appreciate. So in the kids' resources on the side here, there's a resource bank and then SEL strategies bank. So we did talk early in the school year about the social emotional learning 5 competencies, and I'm going to continuously go back to those and kind of show them as we build our classroom climate and we bump out our understanding of English. We can continuously come back to this in terms of their self-awareness, their self-management, their social awareness, their relationship skills, and then responsible decision making. So this goes right along with building our classroom rules and building our classroom climate. And of course, like the goal sheet itself went along with their self-awareness and self-management, just like our building of the classroom rules. We did my job, your job. They came up with the classroom rules of respect and responsibility. It goes right along with that. And we did a lot of other little activities that helped to feed into self-awareness and self-management at the beginning of the year. And we'll continue to come back to that too. What I also appreciate about this is how detailed that second page is. Oh, sorry. So it really gives the kids an idea of what to look for. And also when we come back to it and we fit in all the different pieces like of literature, of writing, and all of those, these things do, and how we behave in the classroom and how we behave in the school and how we behave in the community, that kind of thing, they all have to do with helping students to grow up. And they even did a personality profile using the 16 personalities. They're doing a beautiful job with their presentations. I know they don't like to present very much, especially in the big group. But what has been nice is that in their presentations, they're sharing a couple of good strengths of theirs and they're expanding on them a little bit. So that's, again, self-awareness, their little bit of self-management, and then we're trying to kind of build that in the class. Okay, so enough of that. Also in our Google Classroom, we go up to classwork again. I have everything situated by week, and sometimes it gets a little bit confusing. So I, again, try to post the agenda and we kind of keep it rolling there. If kids are missing, their first line of defense, as it were, would be to check Google Classroom and check the week that we're in to make sure that they have everything completed that they need to. Okay, so I have next week already set up because I moved some things and I talked to the kids about that to make them feel comfortable and realize that maybe we have to move some things. And if I needed to change a due date, I will do that for the kids because I want them to feel comfortable and move forward with what's going on. And so you'll see here too that they just finished their summer reading project, the 16 personality test there. This is going to be an ongoing grade for a little while until we get through all the kiddos. And then additionally, they have to do this IXL diagnostic. It takes some kids a little bit longer than others because it's trying to find a level. And then every week they'll go back into the diagnostic and do at least 10 questions or more on that. We'll also do a lot of writing. So right now, the kids are actually working on an essay based on the current the summer reading book that they just did, and then we'll do other types of essays throughout the year. In addition to that, they do have an independent reading requirement. We're not starting that exactly yet until they're done with this little essay, but that idea here, it's ongoing and it's going to be due in October. And I already told them we might change the date based on some of the other items we have going on, but we'll get started with that. So in addition to this, I just wanted to let you know, you can check out the website. You can ask the kids to see the Google Classroom. You can email me at pvalentine@boyertownasd.org. And also, please feel free to jump in on the Zoom, for this evening too, and just say hello. All right. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.